Okay, so kind of unexpected. This is one of those debates where it seemed like one that didn't really matter. And I guess it kind of didn't matter anyway. It's really going to take a lot for any of these Democratic debates to make a difference in the national polls as we see them now. Like Hillary has to do something crazy wrong, or Bernie has to do something crazy right that directly contradicts something Hillary does. But as a debate itself to watch, it was awesome. Easily the best Democratic debate so far. Hillary and Bernie were both on top of their game, like 100%. O'Malley, I don't think was as good as last debate, but he really was coming out swinging. So every candidate was coming out swinging in this debate. It was really interesting to see. I don't think there was a single question that none of them were really prepared for, because you get this. I'm always worried about Bernie because he's not as seasoned of a debater as Hillary is, and I always expect especially a foreign policy question or something to come up now that will get him to stumble a bit, and there really wasn't that. Everyone had a solid response to each person. Bernie had solid rebuttals to a lot of things Hillary directed at him. O'Malley targeted Hillary and Bernie at one point, and they had great responses to him. Hillary had great responses back. It was really solid all around. Perhaps even the best debate out of all of them, including the GOP debates. On substance, maybe, yeah. So as far as who won, I think it was pretty much a tie between Hillary and Bernie. I think maybe the first one where Bernie edged out Hillary, I think Hillary may have edged out Bernie a little bit. At the same time, I don't think it matters. I think Hillary wins every debate, no matter how poorly she does, unless she says something horrible, because she's got herself so far ahead that it's saying that Bernie barely won. Even if Bernie barely won a debate, it's essentially saying Hillary won because she's got so much of an advantage. Especially if it's O'Malley won, it's no, well, Hillary won. So yeah, Bernie has to do an incredible upset for him to be Hillary to be considered a. I think I said in the last debate that Hillary was the loser, but at the same time, yeah, it's hard to call her a loser when I don't think anything at this point is going to make her numbers, anything in the polls change significantly, because Hillary hasn't been slipping up and making huge gaffes or anything at all. This debate, especially, none of them did. That's why it was a great debate to watch. There was really good discussion going on, and what was amazing is that it got super heated at points. They were going after each other, targeting yo, that's uncalled for. Whoa, look at that. I never said that, but they always throw in. But I agree with him on this point. I agree with these on this point. It was the most civil, heated debate I've ever seen. It's not like in the Republican debates where they will straight up, I guess not most of them, but I guess it's mostly Donald Trump when they, extremely disagree with the point and don't, respect his stance at all, which was reasonable when they do that, but, I'm just saying, it was interesting, contrast in the Democratic debate where they were able to have these super good discussions, but at the same time, they were, in the end, they were essentially yeah, but I'd still be fine with any of us winning over Republicans. I agree with a lot of what they're saying. It's just we disagree on this issue, we disagree on that issue. It was really cool to see. Bernie apologized for the whole data thing. Sorry, the whole data issue that was going on just the day before the debate, where one of Bernie's staff members had access to got access to Hillary's data, and then they fired that staff member. He apologized and everything. That was like a big highlighted moment. But everyone was really big. Like, no one was disrespectful on any of their statements. It was all in substance, which was something really cool. I appreciate that. I really hated that. I mean, it was good on Hillary's part, but she ended with, "May the force be with you." She was the last one to speak. Her closing statement, "May the force be with you." And of course everyone's like, "Yeah, Star Wars is relevant." I'm like, come on, she could have said anything before that, and she would have gotten so much applause. She could have been like, people say Hitler's a bad guy, but I agree with him on a lot of issues. And may the force be with you. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's just one of those things where it's like, I think, for me personally, Bernie won, just like with the first debate and now this one. Especially Bernie wins on substance for me, just because I agree with him more on issues than Hillary, and he seems more genuine with his responses. Hillary usually goes with those headline kind of statements like, "May the force be with you," just kind of win people over in the end. That's kind of annoying that Bernie could have this great speech like he did at the end. O'Malley could have his great closing speech, and then, I mean, she still had a pretty good closing speech, but then that just kind of like, who cares what they say? I say, "May the force be with you," and Star Wars is opening weekend and everything, so whoa, Star Wars, and this is politics? Whoa, that's weird. Vote for me, president. No penis.
Follow me on Twitter